such as text, videos, audio, photographs, and a whole range of different ways of presenting their evidence so that they've achieved that. And Cities of Learning offers an opportunity for formal and non-formal and informal recognition. We're working with both colleges, schools, arts organisations and youth work organisations in developing Blackpool City of Learning. And then finally, playlist activity badges seem to work better when they look like they belong to the same family. And that's making sure that a badge playlist system, they all look the same, and then young people know that they're part of the same family and they're working towards one progressive achievement overall. And I think that is it. We have 4 or 5 minutes, I think, for any questions. So just a reminder, I'm a youth worker, international trainer, creative practitioner, leading on youth participation, Arts Award and Blackpool City of Learning.
Thank you very much. It is really inspiring to be more open-minded, and it is a good example how various activities can make us more creative and more open-minded. So yeah, maybe we have some questions from auditorium. Good. Keep it as loud as you can, please.
What's the age of young people we are talking about?
Right, so for Discover and Explore, doing the Arts Award, that's normally junior school. So anything under 10, 11 years of age. So they say the Discover and Explore levels of the Arts Award are for young people age 6 through to 11. Although you can get it when you're a bit older if you have special needs, special learning needs as well. Then for bronze, they say that's from secondary school, so 11 through to 25. So when we also talk about 11 through to 25. But what's interesting, the Gold Arts Award, because that's a level 3 qualification and has entry points attached to it for university, we have a lot of people who, because they're maybe academically not going to achieve good grades, they want to do the Gold Arts Award because it has points for university. But then on top of that, we also have people leaving university with an arts degree who want to do the Gold Arts Award because they didn't learn about the industry. They learnt about the art, but not working in the industry. And it offers an opportunity for that as well.
And who's supposed to be a mentor? Who's like connecting young people with this art world? Like, is it youth workers or it's like teachers at school? Who are these people?
Okay. Did you hear a question?
Sorry. No, sorry. Just repeat the question. The connection just dropped. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. I asked, who is mentoring, like who is the mentor? Who is the person who connects young people with this art world? I mean, it's youth workers or it's teachers at school, and it's based on youth centers, or it's like it's happening at schools, or it's just like, as you mentioned, like Art Week, and it's just like kind of conference where kids can come and meet new people. So how is like in real life, how it's happening?
Yeah, we have what's called Arts Award advisors, and you need to attend training to get the advisor status, yeah, to support young people. And normally the people getting this status are youth workers, artists, school teachers, educators, university lecturers and professors as well. So it's a real mix. Even creative industries employers are also supporting young people as Arts Award advisors. So to get the training, to do the lower levels, Discover and Explore, that's half a day's training with Trinity College London, who oversee the Arts Award. Then bronze and silver is a full day, and to do gold is half a day. But you normally have to do at least one of the lower levels before you can do gold. advisor training.
Thank you.
And their main job as an Arts Award advisor is to make sure that the young people are meeting the required evidence requirements for that level of qualification.
Thank you.
Do you have more questions? No? Okay, so I myself have a question. How do you keep young creative people to keep their motivation on being interested in managing their creativeness and being interested in like the business part, you know? Because mostly creative souls are not too much into that part, and
Yeah, I think we're very aware that a lot of young people, when you say it's an arts award, they think about dancing, painting, performing or drawing or something like this, yeah? Making music, for example. But then the Arts Award really encourages people to start thinking what's behind that. So by organising their own exhibition, they start to realise you need marketing, you need management, you need a budget, you need you need to engage on lots of different levels that are not just about the performance. You may be promoting a performance, but there's lots of things that happen behind that. Maybe building a set, building a stage, promoting, selling tickets for an event, for example. So the Arts Award really gives a more rounded response to raising young people's awareness of what's what's required for an arts program, but also at the same time giving them an experience of what it's like to do the background as well. And that seems to work because it really does open their minds. And like I say, the young guy who only wanted to be a joiner when he left school, but then thinking, I could work stage, backstage, building stage sets and different things for the theatre. So, and then you start thinking, what else do you need to be a joiner, to work in that industry? Will you work freelance? Do you work for a theatre? And we start to look and explore. And that's the role of the advisor. Once you've got the advisor training, it's about making sure that you support young people and encourage them to think differently about the arts, about what's involved in managing a budget and selling tickets and making sure that there's people sat in the chairs in the theatre, for example.
So as if I understand right, you are motivating everyone to do the most stuff on their own?
Certainly for gold, because it's at a higher level, we encourage people to do what's called independent leadership.
Yes.
For silver, because that's a lower level, it's what's called supported leadership. So we want to work with young people around just holding their hands a little bit, through that process. But gold is certainly more independent. We expect people at a gold level to be identifying their own arts practice, identifying their own arts opportunities, and sometimes you can feel, certainly at silver, you feel a little bit more like an address book. You're signposting young people to arts organisations or to artist websites, so then you can find out more about them. Whereas gold, they're finding out and building their own networks and opportunities.
Okay, so thank you very much. It was really interesting.
Thank you for inviting me as well. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. So right now we're having a short coffee break, and I would like to invite you to come back at 12 o'clock to listen for more. And our third presentation will be about building a pipeline of women in STEM. So we will hear about some women's rights, and if you're interested about that, so see you then. Thank you very much for our previous presenters, and